Hi everybody, it's Paul again, and welcome back to my Hypnosis YouTube channel. It's been a little while since my last video because I've actually gone off and gotten married. So thank you for your congratulations from Christopher. I've actually been shooting some emails with Christopher there, and I guess this video is sort of what we've been talking about, which is about self-hypnosis. So I hope you're doing well, mate, and for everyone else, yeah, we're going to go over basically the principles of self-hypnosis, where to get your mind mentally, so where you should get yourself to get success in this, and just to give you that understanding before we go fully into the techniques. Now, well, self-hypnosis is, I guess, a little bit harder than trying to hypnotize someone else, because as human beings, we're the last ones to admit when there's something wrong with us. And it's human nature. So the funny thing is that we're actually hypnotizing ourselves every single day and building up our mental roadblocks. So we're actually solidifying what our problems are, because we're in this constant state of denial, and we have these words and phrases that we use when explaining our problem that just solidifies it to make it even more of a problem and makes it worse. And this is where self-hypnosis is all about: discovering what words and phrases we're actually using, and then finding a different word or phrase to replace that, ingrain it into our subconscious, and then break down that that roadblock and break down that wall in the subconscious mind. So let's have a look at the different steps that we go through, and I'll explain the little subtle differences between doing it when hypnotizing someone else and hypnotizing yourself. So there's the induction. Now, usually with an induction to hypnotize someone else, they either will or won't know about it, and you've got to use tone, you've got to use indirect suggestion, you've got to use your power words to get them into that state. But you're not trying to confuse yourself. You know you want to hypnotize yourself. So the induction is essentially opening your mind to the fact that you are going to hypnotize yourself, that you're going to make your life better, and that you're 100% committed to making this work. If there is any doubt there, don't even try it. Okay? That's your induction. Your induction is getting yourself into a quiet area. There's no distraction anywhere. I have spoken about the park in my previous video, which I love using, but you can do it at home. Lie on your bed, lock the door, turn your phone off, open your mind to the fact you're going to improve your life, okay? And that is your induction, okay? You sit down on the bed, you close your eyes, you do all the deep breathing, you do these sorts of things. I'll post another video later that goes through the exact technique, but I need you to understand this first. It'll be much easier to implement the technique. Alright, so that's the induction, opening your mind. Then it comes to suggestion. Now, when hypnotizing someone else, you use indirect suggestion. They don't even know that you're implanting suggestion in their mind. You're using these covert techniques I keep telling you about, where it's not directly on the subject, but it somehow relates to the subject in a positive or negative way, usually positive, and just sticks there. And we want that in ourselves. And that's something that I like to call a mantra, and I'll explain that again in the techniques video. But the mantra is essentially your word or your phrase that you're going to continually repeat and embed into your mind and into your subconscious. That's what's got to become your immediate reaction to when whatever issue you're trying to deal with is happening. Okay? And so you consciously, with your suggestion, before you go into your trance, consciously, you know what your issue is. So let's say it's smoking, and you just want to quit smoking, but you keep on making excuses. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm at a party, I'm a social smoker, you know, whatever it might be. So what I found works really well for men is if you say, look, you know that smoking actually will cause erection problems over time. Now this is something that most men, even though they'll laugh it off and go, yeah, I don't need that, I mean, I'm fine in that department, subconsciously that's something that men don't want to hear. That's something the male mind doesn't want to happen, because in our genealogy we want to reproduce. So it's a really, really good mantra to use for people who smoke, males who smoke. And you can use this as your direct but indirect suggestion. So if you keep, whenever the thought of smoking, or whenever someone offers you a cigarette, or the sight of a cigarette, whatever your trigger is going to be, you've got to implant that suggestion that, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get it up, so I better not do it. Alright, so that's a really good mantra. That's the suggestion side of self-hypnosis. And then the trance state is, I'd say, is one of the hardest parts, because a lot of people have that doubt, and it goes back to your induction again. Okay, so your trance state is about continuing with your mantra, so your phrase, okay, and continuing with the self-hypnosis technique, which again, I keep saying it, but yes, I'll post it in the next video, alright? And you've got to keep focused on it, okay? If any doubt comes in your mind, if any distraction comes, your trance will be gone. So this is the trickiest part. But I was recently with Chris, we were talking about how to improve stretching with hypnosis, through self-hypnosis. And yoga is actually a really good thing, you know. He was basically talking about getting some music playing in the background, some relaxing music, and then having some, in the audio recording, indirect suggestion planted here and there. Now, it's a really, really good idea, it is. But yeah, look, if you can get some really relaxing music in the background, and then you use the indirect suggestion, you use your mantra at the same time, this music can really help you in not allowing the trance to break. So anyway, that's the basics of self-hypnosis. These are the things that you should know and understand before you give it a go. So I've got all the information on my website as usual. So the link's just down there, okay, just as usual. Go down there and really have a read. Read what I've written there, because it's essentially what I've told you, but as always, get the visual side of it through the video, get the other, read it, so you're actually getting that side of it, and your mind will start to understand it. Alright, so give it a go there, get an understanding. I'll post the next video up really soon. I promise I'll post it really soon, okay? And yeah, hopefully we can get everyone getting into this mindset of self-hypnosis, getting some results out of it, and continuing on with our hypnosis journey. Alright, I'll see you next time.